What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So as y'all know, I have been doing like a series of going over like what made that said game special. Whether it was going to be Need for Speed Most Wanted 2012, I did Need for Speed Heat, went over Need for Speed 2015, but there was another game I thought about that I could not leave out of this. In fact, I'm probably going to be doing a few other games that are not all really about racing, so do stay tuned for those. The thing is, though, I gotta say, this game really still has a special place with me, and I would say a lot of people, even to this day, probably still play it. That is going to be obvious. It is Driveclub. Now, this game, guys, really was special in so many different ways. For one, it's probably still going to be one of the best looking racing games out there. I think we could probably all admit that, like, every time I play Driveclub, I'm legit sitting on this game going, man, this game looks so dang good. Crazy part is this game came out 10 years ago, man. Well, technically over 10 years ago now, which makes it even crazier, and it still looks this good. I also kind of believe in a way if players did end up first time ever jumping on Driveclub, and you did not tell them this game came out in 2014, they probably wouldn't have thought it did, and they probably thought it came out in the recent few years. I really feel like this game looks that incredible. Now, on top of all of the incredible graphics, we also have a few other great factors to it that really still blow my mind. That is going to be the weather. Now, what's funny to me about the weather in this game is even to this day, people are still comparing it to even modern racing games. Legit, Driveclub's weather and graphics still look that incredible. People are actually saying in different videos, could we please get the Driveclub weather physics or something in newer racing games, or the way the rain looked, the way the snow looked. I am still amazed every time I jump on this game, I play in the rain or going fast or something. You can see how crazy the rain is coming toward you, and the insane part is if you are racing at nighttime in the rain in this game, it's honestly pretty dang difficult. And on top of all that, you can also race in the snow, which even to this day is still a challenge for me. I mean, I would jump into some of these events, I'd put on like snow or something at nighttime, heavy precipitation, which I am going to show footage of this in the background. It is pretty hard to drive in that, man. Plus, it's going to be difficult to see. If you are going like 50, 60 miles an hour, even 40 or something, you are probably going to be trying to figure out where you have to go because it's going to be pretty dang hard to see like the corners and stuff. You're probably going to want to be going faster, but the thing is, you're like, oh, well, I'm going to hit this straight away. Like, yeah, you're going to have the mini map and stuff, but I still can't see where I'm going. So you're probably going to be cautious, like, where's the road here? Oh, I went off the road right there because I couldn't really see that corner or something. Some tracks are going to be slightly smaller and stuff, so I really did love that aspect to it. And that was something a lot of players are even comparing to this day. Now, sure, I would say some people are probably going to be like, I mean, it's just rain blocked. It doesn't look that great. Every racing game has rain. Like, I understand that is going to be fairly true. Most of the racing games have rain, but the thing is, if they are going to be so dang good in the modern racing games, why is everybody comparing it to Driveclub? Am I right? I mean, it legit looks that incredible. The other thing I was noticing players talking about and also asking for is how is the overall vehicle list in Driveclub? I gotta admit, we all once again have to know that this game is going to be from 2014, so do not be expecting something like a 2020 like BMW or something because that isn't going to be possible. But the overall car list in this game is pretty dang decent. You're going to have like the M5 from 2013. You have like the lovely Z06 here. Really love these Corvettes so much. You're also going to have Bentleys, and you do have, of course, the Lambos, and also the Mercedes-Benz C63 AMG Coupe Black Series. Such a beautiful vehicle. We also have the Bach Mono here. Love this car. Probably my favorite back in 2012. We are going to have like the KTM Expo. We have like the old F40 and the F50, which is honestly pretty dope. And there is also going to be some other cars in this game that you probably don't see in that many racing games. One of those is probably going to be a personal favorite. Let me head all the way over. Oh, here's one of them. The Aston Martin 177. I remember this car from Hot Pursuit 2010. I also do believe this car was in Rivals, I think. I don't know. I do remember the GTA Spano. That car was also back then. We all are going to also have the Zonda R. We have the Veneno and stuff like that. The P1 GTR. Personal favorite, the FXXK. These cars are in most racing games, am I right? At least a lot of them. One car you're probably not going to see pretty much anywhere is, well, still one of my favorites, guys, the Zesto Elemento. I absolutely love this car. Check it out. Like, easily to my favorite. I even made a video about this car back in Hot Pursuit 2010. Like, I want this car in more racing games. I love it. I know the crew doesn't have it. I do understand that Forza has it, which I can't wait to use this thing in Forza. It looks pretty dang incredible. Fully carbon fiber. It's also going to be from the Need for Speed game. and I feel like it's probably one of the best looking cars out there. I gotta admit that, like I love the way the Zesto looks. Besides that, we're also going to have a personal favorite of mine, which do let me know in the comments below if other racing games have this car. It's going to be the Gumpert Apollo. And I do understand that they're not making this car specifically anymore because we're also going to have the new Apollo IE, which is also going to be a pretty amazing looking vehicle. But I love the way the Apollo Enrage look, man. This car is absolutely beautiful. I don't know if this car is in Forza. I think it is. I don't know. Let me know in the comments, but I do know it was in Hot Pursuit. And I would say it's probably going to be on the rarer side in the racing game aspect. One of the biggest things about the entire car list that still makes me kind of mad, I gotta show this dude because it is pretty frustrating. Let me fly all the way back over here because I can't use any of them. I never got the DLCs back in the day when this was going to be a thing, and I really wish there was a way to get it, which is going to be the motorcycles, guys. Check this out. There are some pretty awesome motorcycles in this game, like we're going to have the Ducati 1299, we have the CBR 1000RR, we got the YZF R1 in this game, which funny thing is, again, I never got to use any of these, man. And you know what the worst part is though? Currently, I do not know of a way that you can even access any of the motorcycles because there is not a way to buy them. It literally tells you to go to the PlayStation Store, which is not going to exist. We're also going to have the BMW S1000RR here. Again, we're going to have another R1M, guys. I do not know of a racing game that has cars and an R1M in it because probably it doesn't exist. That's probably why. We're going to have the 1098R, which I remember that bike from a specific game. Stay tuned for some things on that if you know what I mean. We're also then going to have the lovely Kawasaki Ninja H2. It even has an Akrapovic, Acra, probably didn't say that right. There's like 3 or 4 different ways to say it. But either way though, the motorcycles in this game had such a great design of them. They really did look amazing. It's so dang unfortunate that we can't access them. And I gotta say it though, for me, that's still probably going to be one of the most unfortunate things. We are going to have the Driveclub Season Pass. You see the Driveclub Bikes upgrade. But the thing is, you cannot even access or even get them. I mean, heck, man, if these were back on the market, I would pay 15, 20 bucks to let me get the bike upgrade. I want to use them so dang bad. This is also going to go back to like the drive thing. We have Driveclub Bikes here, but again, you can't access any of this stuff. We're also then going to have the regular Driveclub here, which is going to be the Tour. You are going to have the regular Driveclub Tour thing here, which I gotta admit, by the way, if you guys do want to get this game on a disc, you still want to try it, I would highly recommend it. And the reason I do say that is you're not going to have access to many of these DLCs here, which is really unfortunate. I mean, heck, I even missed a few of them, guys. I don't have Finish Line or No Limits. I actually do have Start Line and All-Stars, which is odd, did not realize I had them. I did a few of the events, but I do have those done. The thing is, though, if you still want to get this game on a disc or you're kind of on the fence about it, I would definitely recommend get the disc and play the game. You will still have a ton of events here to do, a great car list and stuff. I would recommend trying it out. Now, you're not going to have every vehicle, but at least you can still go through this pretty dang fun, I guess you could say, not really a campaign, but at least it is going to be a fun experience in Driveclub. You can go through, experience most of these cars and all that. I think it's pretty dang dope. Even to this day, I still really wish we could somehow get access to the updates or like the DLCs that were added because a lot of players still really want them. In fact, I even made a video a while back going over how I really wish they would end up having everything in like one DLC for Driveclub for every single platform. I do know it's probably going to be insanely far-fetched, but hey, at least we can dream because I bet they would sell so many copies of it. Imagine this right now, guys. Would you buy this? Let me know in the comments. You can get Driveclub, every single DLC in the game, including the bikes, all the ones they added, like the AMG, the Unite, and Speed one, every single update for around 30 or 35 bucks. Would you get it? I bet everybody would be like, yeah, dude, let's get that right now. Like, yeah, you're not going to have the multiplayer side of it, but there is going to be so many single-player races, so many vehicles, and on top of that, you're also going to have the motorcycles. I wish it would happen. But with that, though, even though you're not going to have all the DLCs, the regular Driveclub Tour is still going to be so dang special for racing. I feel like a lot of players, if they haven't done it, guys, I would recommend getting it again. It's definitely worth it. On top of the amazing graphics, you're going to have awesome weather. The cockpit view in this game looks so dang great. I love it. You will end up seeing like the detail of the dashboard and stuff. Like, it's not going to look blurry like you see in other racing games and stuff to where you're like, okay, well, we're going to have a first-person view, but you can barely read the dashboard because it's going to be like blurry or pixelated painted and stuff, and you can kind of tell the inside interior view of the vehicles wasn't all taken care of, or at least a lot of time was put into them. They probably went more into like the car models, or maybe they couldn't do it, who knows. But either way though, Driveclub nailed the overall cockpit view. It's going to look absolutely insane when you're racing in first person view in any of the vehicles. You're going to see the dashboard working great. You can see the detail of the buttons. The overall interior in these cars really does look great. And on top of that, we're going to have working mirrors. Woo! Yes, working mirrors. Pretty amazing. At least people will probably think it is. But then again, though, it's probably going to come down to the fact that Driveclub is going to be around 10 years old. And as good as this game does look, even on a PS4, you still have working mirrors. Gotta see that as a win. One of my favorite things about the cockpit view, though, on top of all of this, is going to be the weather when you are racing. Seeing the rain hitting you, seeing the windshield wipers going crazy, it's hard to see and stuff. You're then moving the camera to like right or left, trying to see where the other racers are, seeing if you can like get around them on that corner. You can barely see what's going on, where the track's going to be because of the heavy rain. Really is going to be such a dang vibe. And also, the last thing I did want to mention, because I can probably keep yapping and rambling on about stuff in this game, is going to be the fact of the physics in Driveclub. They are so dang good, and I really do feel like Evolution Studios nailed it. And yeah, you're probably going to encounter some vehicles like the Aerial Atom, maybe some of the other cars driving them in the rain, or, you know, probably driving them in the snow. The cars are probably going to slide a bit. They can even spin out in some places in the rain if you're going too quick. If you're going to be driving an all-wheel drive vehicle in the rain compared to like a rear-wheel drive, you are easily going to notice differences there, which is also why I really think Evolution Studios did such a great job on Driveclub. And that's also part of me really wishing they would end up bringing this game back so everybody can really enjoy this. Even again, if it was 30 bucks every DLC, I guarantee a lot of players would buy this and really enjoy it. Driveclub really was going to be such an amazing and special game. Even to this day, guys, the fact that this game is 10 years old really does blow my mind. Do let me know, what do you guys really love about Driveclub in the comments below. Are you thinking about trying to find a disc for it? If you are, I would recommend getting it. And the funny part is, I was even getting comments in the other Driveclub video of people going, well, Blocked, I did find the game for like 10, 15 bucks. Should I get it? I did end up finding the game for 5 bucks. Like, is it worth playing? 100% yes. Even though it's only the Driveclub tour, guys, I would definitely say to play it. Overall, though, I think we can probably say Driveclub is not only going to be one of the most special racing games ever, it's still, even right now in 2025, it's one of the best looking ones, and a lot of games still get compared to it, which should probably tell you everything you most likely need to know about it.